I think if you're alive and you have any kind of energy going at all, I think things kind of naturally evolve. You evolve from one thing to another thing.
With all that's going on in the world, I know exactly what we need. Yeah. Rest in power, Bill Withers, legend. This is a special song and music brings us together. Right? So let's sing this one. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, yeah. And something without warning, love, there's heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world alright with me. Everything's gonna be alright. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Thank you, Mr. Withers. Your legacy continues. Okay, now, sanitize your hands and dance.
Hey, how y'all doing this grand rising? This is Rising Thoughts with Plump Queen. Appreciate y'all giving me y'all time and energy early this rising. I had some things on my mind that I wanted to speak about, and I felt like this was a good song to start it off. Because regardless, like he said, what's going on, you need to make every one of your days lovely as possible. All right, so I have actually 3 different things to talk about, and I'm going to figure out a creative way to tie them all in. So bear with me today. So I woke up this morning, and I've been thinking about, the next month is coming in. So I'm just thinking about all the things that I need to get to make sure that I'm straight on my herbs and, everything that I need, for the month or whatever. And then I was also noticing how, as much as I have been on my discipline when it comes down to my health, I still feel certain things that I feel like I shouldn't be feeling. I'm still having certain aches and, certain pains that I feel that because of, what the changes that I've been making, I shouldn't be having. So, but there's a reason for everything. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you feel a pain in your body of any sort, that is your body telling you that there is something wrong and that you need to do something. Okay? Your body talks to you. Okay? So I was just thinking about, well, what can I do about that? What can be the catalyst of this? And I was remembering a video that my mentor, Jamar Milton, had put out where he was speaking about detoxing. And it clicked. Now, I've gone on several liquid fast, in my journey, but I have never done like a full detox. I haven't done yet. So that's what I need to do, I feel. Because what we tend to do is we feel like because we change our diet, we change the things that we eat, that automatically that's just supposed to, automatically make you healthy. And it doesn't really work that way because you've been feeding your body bad things for a very long time. In my case, I'll say since I was 20, how old was I? 8 years ago, 27. Okay. So up until the age of 27, I had been eating poorly. You know what I'm saying? So, and like with beef, if you eat beef, it takes 30 days for beef to digest in your system. So if you ate beef every day for 27 years, every day, you're literally full of shit. Like literally. A lot of us are literally full of shit. We have so much stuff that has just been clogged and has been chilling in our bodies. And we think that just because we put healthy things in our body that's going to eliminate that, and it doesn't work that way. You have to get that stuff out of you first. It's just like cleaning a clog in your tub. You can't You know what I'm saying? You have to unclog, you know what I'm saying, the situation before you get to clean it out. So that's the same thing with your body. You have to cleanse your body out of all of its impurities and then put good things back into it so it can, pretty much your body can absorb the nutrients that it needs. But if it's covered with filth, if it's covered with film and things like that, it won't be able, you know what I'm saying, to benefit your body the way it's supposed to. So with that being said, I now feel like I bought a detox that I haven't tried yet, so I'm going to do it. It's a 10-day detox. I get it from a company off Etsy called Craftic Organics. This is where I also get my herbal cell food products from. It's a supplement that has 102 of the minerals that your body needs. So I take that daily, and this is the detox to go with it. If you want to find them, they're on Etsy. Crafted Organics is the company. Okay, so wanted to bring that up just in case if anyone else is having the same feeling, because a lot of times when we don't get the results that we want, or we are assuming that we're supposed to get, we give up and we start thinking, oh, well, what is health? What, you know what I'm saying? What is the point of me doing this if I still feel the same? And this is why we have to educate ourselves. That's why I told y'all before, the last time I went live, get an anatomy and physiology book so you can understand your body, the organs, the systems, how they work, and then you'll know what to do. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a 10-day detox, and then I'm going to work my way up. I'm going to do the 10-day detox. And then I'm going to go into what I would like to call like a liquid, continuing with a liquid fast, because you can't detox your body and then shock it and just start putting food in it either. It's a process. It's just like if you're withdrawing from drug, if you know what I'm saying, if you're going with withdrawal, you know what I'm saying, if you're a drug addict, they have to get that stuff out. You know what I'm saying? You have to get rid of that first before you can start to truly heal. So it's the same difference. So if anybody is having or felt the same way as I've been feeling, that may be something that you should do. You should do a detox. And anybody who's, truly going to take their health seriously and want to do things differently, before you start buying all of this, all this stuff, make sure you detox your body. Get rid of the stuff that's already in there first. Then start putting those healthy things in. Okay? So that was the first thing that I had on my mind. I felt like that could help somebody, because I know that's what is going to help me. And I'll, of course, keep you guys abreast of, how it's going. Now, I had two situations where I don't want to say a conflict, but I had a difference of opinion with some fellas that I know. One of them I went to high school with, and another brother that I've met through consciousness. I respect them both. And but there's two different situations, but I feel like verbal communication is very important. We have to figure out how a better way to communicate with each other, even when, we don't agree. So a friend of mine, he posted a rant about how he's tired of people who aren't married, or women who aren't married or in relationships, giving their 2 cents or trying to talk to people about marriage. Now, I made a comment and disagreed with him because I'm not married. Now, I'm in an 11-year relationship, but according to society and the way we were programmed, marriage is different than any other relationship. So if you have not walked down that aisle, if you have not stood in front of God, you know what I'm saying, that's a completely different situation. And I disagree. And I feel like as Black people, we need to stop telling each other what the other person shouldn't tell us. That's a problem. We feel like we all know everything and no one can tell us anything about what we got going on, even though we have all the problems in the world. You don't know what you're doing in your life. You got all these issues, but then if someone tries to give you a example, or, a solution for it, you don't want to hear that. And that's our problem. It doesn't matter what you like about a person or who they are or what their status is. Truth is truth and facts are facts. So if someone who's unmarried telling you something that can benefit you in your marriage, you should listen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody assumes that, people are not, there are several reasons why people don't get married. Maybe we have this attitude that if you're not, that means there's something wrong with you, or, you haven't been making the right choices. But that's not true. There are a lot of people who understand the actual definition of union. And they understand that the world that we live in, everything that we got going on, you know what I'm saying, is based off finances to this country. You see what I'm saying? Like, it is my opinion that, you know, you should not get married until you have been with a person at least a decade. That's my opinion. It's my opinion because of my 35 years of experience on this earth. I have seen marriages work. I have seen marriages fail. The divorce rate is ridiculously high. So the interesting thing is for people to say married people shouldn't talk to married people or give them advice, but married people seem to not, y'all don't know what y'all doing. Because if you did, divorce wouldn't be on at an all-time high. So we have to take all of these things in consideration. And I feel like as Black people, we have to, again, like I said, learn a better way of expressing our feelings to each other, even when we're checking them. I feel like the post that was made, and this is the reason why I commented on him, and this is where I think him and I disagree, you know what I'm saying, is because there's a better, I feel like there's a more constructive way to say that. Our race is the only race who makes posts like that. You know what I'm saying? Going against each other. The Black man against the Black woman. You know what I'm saying? The conscious community against the regular community. We're the only ones who have these debates. We're the only ones going back and forth and categorizing, you know what I'm saying, ourselves, separating ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You saying that because I think his explanation was that he wasn't speaking about the conscious community. He was speaking about the regular community. And we're all the same. The other community is just, you know what I'm saying, just us who haven't been elevated yet. This is how I see us. Like I always tell y'all, you are me and I am you. It doesn't matter what your spiritual walk is. As melanated beings, we are connected. So anything that happens to me or, you know what I'm saying, happens to you and vice versa. So I absolutely feel like that was a separation. We need to, anybody that you feel like, and something else he had said, like he's tired of hearing, you know what I'm saying, these type of people making these comments. Well, here's the thing. In my line of work, I hear and I see things daily that I do not like, that I am tired of, that is just annoying, that I just can't believe it. You just want to scream and just slap the screen because you just don't understand how people can be so ignorant, how people, you know what I'm saying, can just be such followers. And you just, you know what I'm saying, it's baffling sometimes. So I understand his feelings. But the thing about that is that you can't give your energy to things that, you know what I'm saying, that are not important and that are not relevant. And I also told him that the things that bother us the most are the things that plague us inwardly. Now, I don't know his life, and I'm not going to deem, you know what I'm saying, to try to figure it out. But I know with myself, anytime that someone says something to me and I get upset about it, it's a trigger. Either someone has said that to me before, you know what I'm saying, and it bothered me. Someone has done that particular thing to me before. You know what I'm saying? So I identify with that. You know what I'm saying? Those are the reasons why you get so passionate, honestly, and, you know, get your chest all puffed out about things that other people say. Because let's keep it real. If it doesn't pinpoint your life, if what somebody says doesn't stop you from paying your bills, it doesn't stop your relationship, it doesn't stop you moving the way that you move in this world, that their opinions don't matter. That absolutely does not matter. But yet you get so riled up. Your feelings are in that, and you was just ready to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because that triggered you. Even though it doesn't stop your life, you could have just simply scrolled by. But because it resonated, that's something within you that you need to fix. So again, I don't know what's going on in his life, material status, all of that. It's none of my business. But my point is that when you are truly elevated, when you truly have, you know what I'm saying, truly working on your conscious mind, there's certain things that you just cannot address. It's counterproductive. You understand there are a lot of people who are asleep. If you understand that they are asleep, why are you upset with them for being asleep? That's what they are. So you either try your best to wake them up and then you leave them be. It is not your job to save anybody. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? We all are responsible, you know what I'm saying, to help each other, you know what I'm saying, in some form of fashion, but no one can save you but you. Period. So we have to always keep that in mind. Every other nationality does this. I don't care what's going on with them. White people is a great example of that. They stick together. I don't care if they hate each other. The right wing and the left wing, I don't care how they act like they fight. They're all a part of the same bird. They all work together. They will do what they have to do and say what they have to say to keep them on point. Don't matter what they got going on personally. They can literally hate that other person. But they know by them sticking together, that's going to benefit them both and keep them in a position where they're cool and they can argue and fight later. See what I'm saying? That's what we don't do as Black people. And that's a problem. So if you are of a higher consciousness, if you claim that, then I personally feel like you need to pick and choose your battles. There's just certain things that honestly is beneath your energy to be even talking about. And to be quite honest, the baby mama, baby daddy, if you ain't married, you can't speak about marriage. If you don't have kids, you should be. All that shit is low vibrational, irrelevant shit. Everybody can have their own opinion about whatever they want. If that does not resonate with your life, then you shouldn't have a problem with it. Do you know what? Like I said, I see so many things on my timeline on a daily basis that pisses me off. But there's no point in addressing it. When I see, because I allow anybody that sends me a friend request, unless you just obviously look like you're from somewhere and you trying to date me, unless you look like that to me, I make everyone my friend who sends me a request. So I see a whole lot of stuff going through my news feed. Grand Rising Luther. So now what I do is, because I'm a type of person, if I feel some type of way about something, I'm gonna say something. So now I don't even engage with that. I've been unfollowing people for the past 2 years. If you even say something crazy that's just outlandishly ignorant, I'm going to unfollow you. I'm going to keep you as a friend because you need this work. But I'm going to unfollow you because I don't need that on my newsfeed. You don't have to watch or look at anything that you don't want on your newsfeed. You completely control your social media. You don't like something? Block them. You don't like something, you know what I'm saying? Unfollow them. You do not have to engage or give your energy to things that are unproductive, especially right now. Especially what we're going on. This is not a regular, these days, these last 3 months have not been regular days. We got a lot of shit going on. And those type of conversations, in my opinion, we should not be having. Who cares if someone who's not married is talking to you or giving you advice about your marriage? Block them. Sit in the conversation. But what you don't need to do is go around telling people to shut the fuck up, because, you know what I'm saying, and then you're not even specific about it. That's not cool. And I'm going to keep it a buck. That's not, you know what I'm saying, that's not conscious to me. That's just me. And like I said, the individual that I'm speaking of, I think highly of him, which is why I felt like that statement was counterproductive, because of my respect for him, because of the way that I see him. Now, again, that's my opinion. And he doesn't have to listen to my opinion. That's his life. He don't got to listen to nothing I say. He doesn't have to agree with anything that I'm saying. He can continue to do that if that's what he so choose. And I'm going to still love him. Because again, his journey is not my journey. And what he does and what he says and how he feels does not move my life. So I can't spend my energy, getting angry about that. Like I said, I'll address certain things. Like I said, I respect him. So I felt like, well, come on, brother, let's do this a little different way. So we can teach, I felt like if he could have phrased that differently, that could have triggered the mind of those people to think differently or to say, or, you know what I'm saying, or to express themselves differently. Peace, Shireen. Love, love, love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand, like, you can't get upset with people for speaking about their experiences. Everybody that does, oh, I hate my baby mama, oh, I hate my baby daddy, oh, this person, that person, you know what I'm saying? All of those things are their experiences. And you don't get to tell nobody about their experiences. They have a right to that. Most people talk about, you know what I'm saying, their significant others or the father or mothers of their children is because they were hurt. They didn't just woke up one morning and just like, fuck you. That's not how that went. You know what I'm saying? Hurt people. They've been hurt. And you don't get to just dismiss, you know what I'm saying, that feeling. That's why I try to figure out a better way to speak to people like that, or to change their perspective on it. Understanding that we can go back and forth all day about who did what to who. There are definitely fuck boys in the world. There are absolutely fuck girls in the world. There are men out here just here for your pussy. There are women out here that are just for your money. There are women who have babies just to trap you. There are dudes who, you know what I'm saying, who, you know what I'm saying, that's on both sides. Those are facts. These are things that actually happen. So I understand that, and you have a right to feel how you feel. But now what's the solution? You can't go back and forth and keep saying who did what to what. Who's going to stop now? That's the question. Who is going to decide to stop doing that? That's how you change. This is how you get, you know what I'm saying, people to respect each other. But you can't be disrespectful thinking that you're telling them the truth. It doesn't work that way. That's the thing that I feel about some of my extremists. I feel that that's their issue. But again, they're extremists for a reason. They've had hard lives. They have dealt with certain things that I have not dealt with in my life. So I can't tell them that you don't have a right to feel that way. But what I will say is that being too far to the left or being too far to the right, that's not balancement, and there's always going to be an issue. This is why a lot of extremists, people don't listen to them. This is even though they have all of the facts. Most extremists, they're telling you the unadulterated, 1000% no honey, no sugar truth. The majority of them. But because they're delivered, they're cursing you out while they're doing it. Insulting your intelligence while they're doing it. This is why it falls on deaf ears. I be coming at people all the time on this page, but I do it in a way that is just not making me feel like I'm self-righteous and I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? And it's my job to judge you. I don't do that. And this is why you guys listen to me, whether you agree with me or not. I just saw a post that I made the other day. I don't even have 5,000 friends yet. That one post got over 6,000 views. So you see, it may be only 7 of you watching me that I can see right now, but people are watching. They are watching. So you have to always keep that in mind. We get upset and emotional because ego gets involved. Exactly. That's our big problem. And I understand why we have egos, though, sis. We have these egos because, again, of what we've been through. This is why we're all so possessive of everything. Because we came from nothing. We had everything taken from us. And then we were given scraps. And the people who have done that to us, we honestly can't fight back because we are not united. But you're still frustrated. You still have those feelings. You're a human being. So you have to express that some kind of way. And what do? We do that amongst each other. We fight each other, even on on a simple level. Don't they say the closest, you know what I'm saying? The people who are closest to you are the ones that you hurt the most. Think about it. When someone is going through maybe a death or you know what I'm saying, a loss of some kind. You cursing out and, you know what I'm saying, being disruptive to your family, the people around you, the people that are there to support you, but you're angry with them and you're yelling at them and you're taking out your frustrations on them. This is what we do as human beings. And it's not right. That's not how that's supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to lean on the people that, you know what I'm saying, your family, they're supposed to be there to help you. That's what they're there for. But we're not taught that. We're taught nobody understands how you feel. And if you're in such a depth and such, you have the right to take that out on people. We are taught that. Well, her mom just died, so it's understandable. Or this thing had just happened, so that's understandable. It's not. It doesn't make any sense to screw up and dismantle your support system. That does not make any kind of sense. I don't give a fuck what type of feelings you got going on. It does not make sense for you to annihilate yourself from the people who are supposed to help you through that. That is ass backwards. But this is what we're taught. So we must unlearn to relearn. So this is why I felt that it was important to speak about, the post that that was made. And if for those who just came in, I'm going to call him a friend of mine. Posted something the other day about how people who aren't married or in relationships shouldn't speak on people who are married. And he pretty much told them to shut the fuck up. And, he had a whole lot of bass in his voice while he was saying it. So I made a comment, and because he respected me enough, instead of going back and forth with me, on the feed, he hit me up privately, which I appreciate. Like I told him, I appreciate the respect. I respect him as well. And this is what I mean, the type of communication that's needed. See, just like he privately came to me and had this conversation, that's what we need to do. We need to stop publicly bashing each other and, and talking shit. We have to stop doing that. If you saw someone else's post, that made you so compelled to say that, then maybe you should inbox them. Or maybe try to figure out why don't you figure out why they say that or why they feel that way. See, we don't do that. We just judge folks off of what they say and what they do and never try to figure out the why. No one does nothing without a reason. I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's subconscious. I don't care if it's in the front of your mind. Everybody has a reason on why they do what they do, why they think the way they think, and all of that. So find out why. See, when you find out why, it changes how you perceive that. And now you can come up with, or maybe help that individual with a solution. Because you bashing them makes them continue to be that. Now they have to defend who they are. So now if they a fuckboy, they're going to be a real fuckboy now because of their egos. Just to prove you wrong. I'm going to be extra now. You can avoid that. And if you are someone who considers themselves on an elevated consciousness, you should be able to do that. I'm one of the most argumentative people. As an Aries, I'm supposed to be one of the most argumentative people in the world. And trust me, I can go toe-to-toe with the best of them. But as I elevate myself, I understand that that's not smart. That is counterproductive. What my goal is for us to unite. So I have to do things that's going to facilitate that. And me arguing back and forth with people is not going to do that. And I know that. So that's why I don't. Yes, always have to go to the root of issues. So, for all my elevated conscious folk, let's try a more balanced way, to speak truths, and get to the hearts and the minds and the souls of these people, that aren't on our level. Those are still your brothers and sisters. I don't care how you feel about that. That ain't my opinion. That's a fact. Now, don't get me wrong. No, everybody ain't going to make it. But you can at least put it out there. That's what I feel that anybody with an elevated consciousness should be doing. That's just me. So, that's really what I have for that. I hope that, that was helpful. And I hope that we can all do better. And trust me, everything I say goes to me times 10. Trust me, I see a whole bunch of stuff all the time that I just be ready to just... But then I got to catch myself and be like, you know what? It's really not that serious. Don't even worry about it. Go on and go live and say something ampspirational. And hopefully that person will get on, listen to what you have to say. You know what I'm saying? And then we can come to some type of compromise. That is my thought process now. That is what I practice now. Remember, everybody has their place in their space, and you have to respect that. Not everybody's supposed to be a leader. This is so great. I knew I was going to be able to segue into my other subject. Yes. Okay, right. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, is not the same. Okay? You got alphas, you got betas, you got bosses, you got, you know what I'm saying, you have employees, you have leaders, you have followers, and those things all have their place. So I had another gentleman that I went to high school with. Actually haven't been in contact with him in all these years up until about a couple of days ago. Everything in divine timing. So he posted that everyone should have, no, he said, I don't know why people keep arguing with me when I say that everyone should be an entrepreneur. All right. So I dig where he's coming from. That's a dope concept. If everybody had the mindset to be an entrepreneur, to work for themselves, you know what I'm saying, to do their own thing, that would be dope. We would live in a dope world if that's how that went. But that's not how that goes. The fact of the reality of the matter is both leaders and followers have their place. And I feel like the problem with it is that these labels that I would talk about, people think that because you're a leader, that makes you better than the followers. People think because you're the boss, that makes you better than your employees. And that's not true. In a war, the generals get all those stars and shit, but them generals ain't the ones out there fighting and really killing and doing shit. It's all of the little peoples, all the soldiers that are going out there and making that shit happen. Your boss is running everything, but it's your employees who make that business run. The boss can't answer the phones, make you know what I'm saying, make the product, ship the product. You can't do everything. So you're going to have to delegate, you know what I'm saying, these tasks to somebody. Somebody has to do it. So not everybody can be an entrepreneur. Everybody cannot be the boss. Doesn't work that way. So like I said, that was a dope concept, you know, to think. And he was just like, well, damn, yo, you just ain't got no faith in nobody. Nah, that's not what I'm saying. The fact of the matter, there are just different people in the world. There are people in the world who just won't take the initiative. They need to be told what to do. You don't notice that in this day and time? We've been telling folks to use their own right mind, do their own research, but they won't. They're going to sit there and they're going to watch the news. They're going to sit there and they're going to listen to the government. That's what they do. They're going to follow suit. They're going to go to work. They're going to clock in and out. They're going to do it. There are people like that. And that's not a bad thing. It just is what it is. That's their life. So not everybody can be the boss. But you just got to understand your structure, that everyone's part is important. I can even go as well as and put this into the family. For most religious people, y'all feel like the man is supposed to be the head of the household. You feel like it's a hierarchy. Man of the house, wife, kids, and for most of y'all in the Christian faith, God comes first, right? So that's it. Y'all don't believe that, you know what I'm saying, that you're supposed to be equal with your husband. And then y'all don't believe that y'all supposed to be equal with God. There's a hierarchy. That's something that y'all live by. So you have to understand where we are. Like again, dope concept for everyone to be an entrepreneur. Dope concept. But that ain't it. That's not reality. But don't think because you're the boss, don't think because you're an entrepreneur that you get to push up your nose off the workers. Because again, if the boss, and this is why I really wish why some of us would understand that a lot of these companies, they can't do shit without you. They've made you think that you need them, that, oh, if I don't have this job. No. Do you understand if everybody just decided to not go to fucking work? What your boss gonna do if all 2,000 of y'all decided not to show up? He can't fire all of y'all. That's a wrap for his business. Like I said, the boss can't produce, answer phone calls. Shit. They can't do all that shit. Y'all don't understand how powerful you are as non-entrepreneurs. All the entrepreneurs, we depend on you for those businesses to work. This is what I'm saying. You gotta change the thought process about stuff, people. Yes, like celebrities. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Future, none of them niggas would be where they are if you wasn't buying their shit. If you wasn't streaming their music. If you wasn't going to them concerts. You are the ones who make them where they are. Do you see how important you are? Technically, you're more important than them because they wouldn't be them without you. You still you, though. You the one paying for them tickets. You ever thought about that, guys? All the people who have less are the ones who make the people who have more have more. They have more because you're giving. Man, y'all got to pay attention to this. You don't understand the power that you have. You do not have to be treated the way y'all have been treated. It's more of us than them. Don't you get that? Shit, even in just, in the world stuff like with police brutality and all of that. It's more of us than them. They can't kill us all. But we don't have that mindset. And this is why we are where we are and why everybody can't be an entrepreneur. And this is the point I was trying to make to my homeboy. Now, I ain't about to argue with him, like I said, like I told him. I got my own platform, to put that out there because I feel like, where he's coming, I get where he's coming from. You know what I'm saying? But that's just not reality. We have to start utilizing life realistically. You can manifest what you want in your life, but it still has to be realistic. You still have to go through my eye. You still have to be balanced with everything. And we're not like that. So this is why you have to have bosses and you have to have leaders and followers. Everyone has their place. And it all needs to be respected. I promise you, if you had this respect, especially when it comes down to family, our families wouldn't be that broken. Because like I said, fellas, you feel like you're the head of the household in certain situations, certain perspectives. But a lot of times, this is why the feminist movement. A lot of people, come at, feminists a lot about who they are and what they believe. But you got to understand is because they weren't deemed important. Because their place in the family wasn't respected. That's why they started that group. Now, I don't fuck with the feminist group because, again, I'm about my eye. We need each other. Period. I don't care how strong you are as an individual. We are amazing as together. You can't make babies by yourself. You need them to make babies. We need them for that. We need them for our protection. Everyone's place is needed and should be respected. Just like being at home and watching the kids and taking home. That's important. Fellas, I know you know that. I know you don't like coming home after a hard day's work and ain't got no food on no table. And your bath not run. And you ain't got no pussy. You know that bothers you. That's important. How your children are being raised. A clean home. Positive energy. That's needed. That's a full-time job. As a matter of fact, that's a 24-hour job. Dealing with people's emotions in your household. Your job is 9 to 5, 8-hour shift, depending on what you do, maybe 12 hours. Being a homemaker is a 24-hour job. Being a parent is a 24-hour job. You don't get no breaks. You don't get vacation. Taking care of y'all is a full-time job. And if we together forever, there is no vacations. That's important. Your children Their place in your family is important. They're not your slaves. They are your future. They are more important than you. And you need to understand that. I saw something online. I wanted my brother to elaborate on this. But he says something about there isn't a generational gap. It's a priority gap. And I want him to explain what exactly he means by that. But I totally, agree. We do not have respect within, within the two. And that's why it's a problem. This is why these kids act the way they act, because y'all don't respect them. And you made them. They deserve respect. Just because you take care of them, solely does not mean that they're beneath you. That is your job. You decided to bring them into this world. So it is your responsibility to make sure that they can go on and live on their own. That is your job to do that. And that is your legacy. That's how you live on. That is your bloodline going out there in the world. Your children are a representation of you at all times. Respect them. We got to do better, man. So, those are my 3 things that I had on my brain this rising. I hope it helped. I love y'all. I'm having an amazing day so far, and it's only 8 o'clock. So, got a full day ahead. I hope y'all are going to be productive. Yeah, please, be careful about going out and doing things. If you live in a state that stuff is reopening, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you got to go and do that, just please be careful. Keep the immune systems on fleek. You know what I'm saying? Mother's Day is coming up. I know you probably can't go out and do the normal things that you do for your mama, but you can still buy her stuff. You can still show her how much you love her and how much you appreciate her. And you can actually give her something that will be beneficial to her. So you need to shop at tiffiescorner.square.site and get our new Mother's Day box. It's the bomb. I can't tell you what's in it because I'm not the herbal chemist. And Tiffany be doing her thing, man. I'm going to get her to teach me this stuff, before, our situation is done. But definitely get you some. They're adorable. I bought a postpartum box for a couple of my sisters who just had babies, and it was just so adorable. They're really cute, and like I said, all the products are organic. They're very good for you. My sister even said that her son, whatever soap that she was using on her newborn, really wasn't reacting well to his skin. As soon as she used that oatmeal bar, on point. So I promise you, what we got in our Mother's Day gift box is going to be awesome for mama. Okay, so pamper her, the organic way. Go to tiffiescorner.square.site and save yourself some money. Use my name, Plump Queen, and you get 10% off every purchase indefinitely. I don't care if you buying stuff 10 years from now. You can still use that Plump Queen code and you can still get your 10% off. All right. Of course, support the brand so we can continue to grow and bring you this AMPspiration and all of this good relevant information. So if you rocks with us and you flex with AMPspirationTTV, donate $27 to our PayPal or our Cash App, and I will definitely have for you our brand t-shirts, which is also doubles as a business card. Okay, so just $27 or more, and you can help us continue to get this relevant information out there, all this AMPspiration and all of this love. All right. What else do we have? Also, if you're still interested in getting up on your herbs and making sure that you have everything you need to continue to be healthy, check the link inside of the caption, the Quantum R&D. That's where I get my Alpha 7 from. I've been using this every day since Corona showed up. My immune system is on fleek. Alpha 7. Good. That's better right there. Okay. And anything that you could possibly think of that you would need, any ailment that you can think of, any disease, anything that you got going on, we got something for you. And it's all natural. It's organic. I deal with naturopathic doctors. I've been really connecting myself with the right people, to make sure that I'm on point and I can share this information so you can be on point too. Okay, so all the links I've talked about, they're in the captions. Just click on them and do what you do. Like I said, with those business cards, that is something that you guys really need to consider, especially with all the social distancing and what's going on. Like I said, I don't know how everybody is taking this and what you plan on doing. But if you're someone who is really scared and you're really trying to keep up the social distancing thing, that shouldn't stop you from promoting your business and continuing to, for your business to thrive. So these digital business cards are super duper dope. Last month, while everybody was inside, I had at least 500 people to look at my card. That's all you need. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to leave my house, and 500 people were exposed to everything that I have going on. That is invaluable. Okay, so check that out. You need any information on how to get this stuff going on, just inbox me and I'll definitely help you with that. Also, I have one more now. Also, if you're someone who is looking into getting solar energy, I got a plug for solar energy. I got to check exactly. There are certain states that aren't available, so I'm going to get that list for you. But if you are someone who wants to use solar energy in your house, which is very important, look it up. Hit me up. I'm the plug. All right. So that's really all I have for you guys. I love y'all. I appreciate you guys listening to me and giving me your energy so early in the morning. And yeah, you guys be inspired and just love yourself, and let's change things. Like, this whole situation is about change. Change is the only constant. You know what I'm saying? Try to be your better self. Use this time, you know what I'm saying, to ignite your higher self. This is what you use all adversity for. I'm telling you what I know. Okay? So don't stagnate yourself. Don't stop yourself, from being the best you. Okay? So I love y'all. Appreciate you, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Be inspired.